Time to feed the trolls.
Fro! Fro, here's a fucking ring! Hello, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel, and it's time once again to feed the trolls. This episode, I won't be doing ricksatan. Well, actually, I will be doing ricksatan. I won't be doing ricksatan, but I will be doing ricksatan. You see, multiple times over the courses of these episodes, I've alluded to the fact that I have standards for what trolls I do and what trolls I don't do. But I've come to realize I've never really told you what those are exactly. So, my bad. So I thought a great way to demonstrate the kind of troll I wouldn't do is by showing you the kind of troll I wouldn't do. Enter ricksatan972, a guy who probably breaks every single rule I have. And that's what this episode's going to be. Me going down the list of criteria I have to select the kind of troll that I do, and explaining in detail why ricksatan breaks all of those rules. It's exciting! So, without further exposition, let's get started. Rule number 1. They must be over the age of 12. This rule is absolute. And besides, if a kid says stupid shit, it's because he's a kid. Everyone at that age says dumb things. Except me. I never said anything dumb ever. I'm serious. It's actually written on my degree. Has never said anything stupid about anything ever in the history of everything. Now, does ricksatan violate that rule? In short, I don't know. Since he never actually shows his face, and the age on his account is probably inaccurate, there really isn't any way for me to be positive. However, just based on the content of his videos alone, as well as the titles of some of them, I think it's a reasonable guess to assume that ricksatan is probably between the ages of 9 and 11. Again, that's just an educated guess, but I'm probably right. Number 2. If they're between the ages of 12 and 16, what they're saying has to be particularly offensive or stupid. Case in point, Caden Cowger. While he was under the age of 16, Caden Cowger was still saying things that were quite offensive, and pretty fucking retarded.
Oh, poor me, she hurt my feelings.
ricksatan just says mindlessly stupid bullshit that anyone could shoot down. Kinda like Intelligent COD Fanboy. Only the difference is Intelligent COD Fanboy was sideways. But let's just take, for example, this video from ricksatan entitled My Revenge on Bronies. We all anti-bronies are gonna go and buy every My Little Pony toys and burn it. So Hasbro will lose money and bankrupt, so they will never make a new My Little Pony episode. So your brilliant plan to get rid of My Little Pony is to buy a bunch of My Little Pony merchandise and give Hasbro a bunch of money. This is the equivalent of a jihadist going, if we just burn enough American flags, eventually they'll stop making them. See, a fucking 7-year-old could figure out a better plan than this. 7-year-old probably has better grammar skills too. Number 3. They must have sound in their video, preferably their voice. I'm done doing text videos. Seriously, I'm fucking done doing text. I made an exception for Intelligent COD Fanboy because the video was sideways. It was unique and therefore worth doing. After XX Sally X owns the world XX all XX, and the shit I went through trying to make that episode funny, I decided the standard for any future video that I would do would at least have that person's voice on it so I could have something to play off of. Again, Intelligent COD Fanboy stuff was sideways, and he said a bunch of things that I thought might be able to push that episode through. And for some reason, that went on to be my quickest view accumulating video. As of right now, I think it has 780 views on it. For me, 2 days equaling 780 views is a big deal. Especially considering that 1 year ago, 2 days would maybe garner 5 or 6 views. But with that being said, ricksatan doesn't even come up as an exception. His videos are not only just text, they have no sound. The only reason they actually garner any views is because he says, okay, he doesn't say anything, he types stupid shit. And just typing stupid things does not a good video make. Number 4, they actually have to have videos. I'm not doing a video on comment trolls. It just sounds really fucking boring to do. Because again, it would just be me talking about text. Oddly enough, kind of like this video. And number 5, their video must be at least 1 minute long. Again, going back to XX Sally X whatever, me doing an entire episode based around a 35-second video is just not, it's not economical. Believe it or not, I actually put a lot of time and effort into these things. And I appreciate it more when the person I'm doing has, in an indirect way, kind of reciprocated that. And those are my guidelines. Those are my 5 things that I look for when I'm trying to find a troll to put on this show. Now, with all that in mind, I realize if I just left this episode the way it is, I've done my audience a great disservice. Because personally, I can't figure out how to make that last bit of just me ranting entertaining in the slightest. So to make this episode worth your time, I went through all of Rick Satan's videos and I found one that I'm willing to do. So here it is, Rick Satan's video, Top 10 Reasons Why Lord of the Rings Sucks. No! Middle Earth isn't real? Next you'll be telling me there's no Starfleet! This is horseshit! What do you think about this, Luke Skywalker? What do you want? The books are like 700 pages long. I mean, sure, you could probably condense it down into 10 seconds, but it would look like crap. Frodo! Frodo, here's a fucking ring! What am I gonna do with this? Fuck, throw it in lava in the mountain. Where's the fucking mountain? Is that way. Well, here we are at Mount Doom, Sam. Here I go dropping the ring in the lava. Okay, well that's done. See you in the Undying Lands. What do you want? They had a Balrog. Yep, book sure is for nerds. By the way, I'm writing a book. Look for it in stores never. Hey, maybe that's why your grammar sucks, because you've never read anything. Maybe that's why Caden Cowger's grammar sucked. I could see that kid being illiterate. I mean, sure, he read the Bible, but he could have just memorized that. Kinda like how I memorized all of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I'm fucking serious. I can recite that movie from beginning to end. And all it cost me was my social life. Actually, out of everything in that movie, the ring was probably the realest. I mean, sure, it didn't have the powers that it had in the movie, but the prop itself, I'm pretty sure they made it out of brass or like copper or something. I know there's this one guy out there who made a ring replica out of gold. Like, honest to shit 14 karat gold with the things inscribed on it. Can you imagine if it did have robots, though? Autobots! Terminators! I see in your eyes and visual sensors the very fear or lack of fear that would take the heart of me. The day may come when the courage of Johnny Five fails, when we forsake our networks and break all hardwired bonds. But it is not this day, a torrent of batteries and various fiber optic cables, when the courage of men fails. I forgot the rest of my speech. Cyborgs, attack! Ah! Well, that actually is true. What, you didn't know Tolkien had a time machine? You guys have to stop living under rocks and start living under trash cans. Like Oscar, the green sentient talking fungus. So are you saying Dumbledore is stupid because he was written by Rowling? Or are you gonna say that all of Harry Potter is stupid? Look, I don't know where the fuck I was going with this one. That's right! God hates magic. Except when he uses it. But then it's not magic, it's miracles. And there is a huge difference. Magic can create things out of thin air, and miracles can create things out of thin air. So is the deadpan joke becoming too old? And that was ricksatan972. Or was it 789? So that was Rick Satan, insert number here. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks to everybody who stuck through that first bit of exposition. This is Cute Fuzzy Weasel saying I need to get some Tylenol. But first, can you guys guess what Halloween is coming? That's right! Holiday! And for the first time ever, I am faced with having to do a Halloween special. Lucky me. Which means I'm going to be looking for not only a good troll to do, but also one that would be perfect for the Halloween season. Holiday. So I leave finding that guy up to you, my loyal, wonderful fans who I would be nowhere without. So that's my request to you. Find me a Halloween troll. This is Cute Fuzzy Weasel saying, now I'm actually getting up.